It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tyrone Lowe. This is my show, The Legends. I want to thank everybody that actually subscribes to my show and show me love all over the world. And I'm giving it back to you guys because without you guys, there wouldn't be no legends. In the house of the legends, she's queen of the gospel disc house music. And I bring you Mijan Owens. Hey, Mijan, what's going on?
Hi, hi. Everything is everything.
That's great. So we're gonna take it at the beginning for you. Tell everybody where you was actually based at and things of that nature. And let's talk about your childhood as well.
Okay, I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York.
All right.
Raised up in Fort Greene projects, getting
And that's
Farragut and Fort
downtown
Greene
Brooklyn,
mixed up.
y'all.
That's right. That's right. Yes, it is the heart of Fort Greene. You know what? I lived in a part in Fort Greene projects called the Alley. If anybody
Okay.
out there that know what the Alley is, baby, that was some tough, upbringing during those days. During the 70s, 80s was no joke. Being brought up on the Alley. But of course, I grew up in church, and that's where I
Mm-hmm.
started singing, noticing my gift for singing. Although I started out as a dancer,
Right.
really as a
Okay.
professional dancer, being in a lot of the competitions, dance competitions, and things like that. Yeah,
And
yeah.
so what made you really get into the art of singing to the point where you say, well, I want to take this to the point where I really want to be an entertainer?
Wow. Well, I was discovered by 95 North Productions.
Okay.
Yeah, my late Sam the Man Burns, if anybody out there knows him. I
Okay.
was with him at the time. Me and him had a beautiful relationship. And so he basically brought me to 95 North Productions. But before I started with 95 North, I um, did a recording with Anard Allure Records. And my first single was Slave to Love. And
Okay.
anybody out there, that's my first single, my first classic.
Right.
And it was good. It was really good. And I opened up for Martha Wash performing Slave to Love
Okay.
at the Paradox Club back in the day. So yeah.
Wow. And so let's talk about you taking your step a step higher because you opened up for a lot of people back in the days. You Stevie Wonder, you graced the stage with him, Patti LaBelle,
Yeah.
uh, a lot
Diana
of people, man. So
Reeves.
let's talk
Mhm.
about how that turning point actually applied to you in your life and what happened.
Wow. Well, I left New York,
Right.
going to Europe, and I came back. And so I recorded with 95 North Productions when I was in my 20s, my mid to late 20s.
Okay.
And that was back out in what? I'm about to tell my age, holla.
Oh no.
In 1990, look, 1996, I recorded that. They had a track. They told me go in the studio.
Excuse
And
me.
I basically was we didn't even have anything written, so I was just going off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
I had to release so much. I was going through I've gone through some serious tough times, and back then it's such a stigma of us of the Black community going to
Right.
see a therapist or a psychiatrist. So I took it all out in that track. It's going to be all right. And yes, it was all right.
All right.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was a track, all right. And that's what really had me to go back overseas and to sing. Mauri Maurizio Clemente at that time
Right.
was one of the biggest, um, God, what do you call, management,
Okay.
back then, booking agent.
Right.
And so he was booking all of us. He had CC Peniston, he had me, Barbara
Mm-hmm.
Tucker. He had a lot of us, Tony Humphreys, all of the
Right.
top DJs he would book. And
Mm-hmm.
so that was it. Once I got over there, that was it. Singing
Hmm.
in different languages. I've learned to sing in several languages. So,
Right.
yeah.
My question to you is, being overseas and dealing with the being overseas and actually collaborating with the United States, was there a difference as far as atmospheric conditions and the way that people received you?
Oh my gosh. Is it a difference?
Okay, let's talk about that.
I prefer to perform only there.
Right.
And
Okay.
which I did until I came to Agape. Um, with the church I'm at right now, the
Okay.
beautiful, beautiful spiritual community.
Hmm.
But yeah, but the experience is just totally different. They
Okay.
welcome you, they really appreciate. Oh
You
my
know, and I hear that
gosh.
all the time. You know.
Yes, they don't take it for granted.
Hmm.
It's not a DJ thing, it's a healing thing. It's really, they get into the music and the love, they get into the beat, they get into the vocals,
Okay.
so
And the
it's
culture is just
very,
divine.
it's that's right, totally divine, totally divine. And they like for the music to resonate, to
Hmm.
really I mean, it's so different. It
Right.
is. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Growing up, who were your early influences as far as singing? Who gave you the energy to inspire yourself to say, well, listen, I want to be an entertainer. I want to be heard.
Wow. It would be definitely Whitney Houston. Loved
Okay.
her. Whitney Houston. But before Whitney Houston was a lot of the gospel vocalists like CC BB Winans. Yeah. The Mass Choir,
Hmm.
Brooklyn Tabernacle Mass Choir. Oh, I
Hmm.
love that choir. I even
I
sung
hear
with
you.
them too when I was coming up. So yeah. So a lot of the gospel vocalists, but I had my own energy anyway. I was
Right.
just ready to embrace the stage and just give it,
Right.
to the universe.
So at this point, you find your identity. You should say.
Oh yes.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
And let's talk about some of the other productions that you have done that the viewers don't know about that they should know about.
Wow. Let me see. Not just all right.
Hmm.
Slave to Love. Then I did The Way I'm Feeling.
Right.
Save Your Soul is also produced by 95 North Productions.
Hmm.
And I've done some remakes, Love and Happiness. It
Right.
seems to hang on. Then I work with Group Junkies. Music is Life. And they can find most of my productions on TrackSource or
Right.
YouTube. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My question to you is, as far as upcoming artists right now, who would you actually grace the stage with that you might be listening to right now?
Wow. Who am I listening to right now besides my own music?
Right. Okay.
I would
Who would you like to
say,
work with? Who would you like to work with? Old school, new school? Who?
wow, what a great question. I would say Incognito, the band, which I am
And I
going to have
love
my
the. Okay.
opportunity.
All right. All right.
Incognito. I would say, Diane Reeves again. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Diane Reeves. Yes, love to be on stage with her.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to play your track, Love and Happiness, which is actually something that I really, really like it. I really like the production. I really like the
Thank
sound.
you.
And you guys have to listen to it. And I want you guys to go out there and support her, show some love, and we're just going to go ahead and just play this track and you guys just endure it.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.
We got some fun people in the house tonight. We got some fun people in the house tonight.
This is our house.
And we're back. We have Mijan Owens in the house. What's going on, girl? That's a powerful track, man, because I would never think that that type of gyra corresponding to that song would be so
Hmm.
overwhelming. And the
Yes.
production is very, very nicely done.
Ooh, Groove Junkies put his foot, his heart,
Ah,
everything in that bad boy. And so we wanted to keep it to its
right.
original, Al Green. But then I
Hmm.
said, now come on now, we need this love and happiness. Let's just take it to church just a little bit.
Right.
So I put my spin on it. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So I'm going to ask you a question. Most upcoming artists that's coming out today, and that wants to actually elevate themselves. What would you actually say to them? Because they go through a lot of ups. Some people go through a lot of ups and downs in the beginning, and
Hmm.
you got 29 years going on. So
You're
what would you
right.
actually tell
Right.
them?
Well, first, I've been really, really blessed to come in at the time that I did,
Hmm.
before the technology. I mean, technology is good and everything, but I think it really is making individuals just a little bit lazy and not understanding the work that you have to do.
Right.
So, what I would tell an artist is like, just stay positive, don't give up, don't ever give up, to know and to make sure what you want to do as far as singing. The other thing is too, I'm realizing that a lot of singers aren't taking the time to learn different languages. They can expand so much and go so much farther if you could sing in one and more language. You know, I could sing in German, English, el español, Italiano, Swahili, you know. So it's really important to try to learn different languages. You don't have to like speak them fluently, but just at least be able to sing in different languages. And always network. Just get out there and network. You know, I'm always networking, always at different events.
Right.
Don't give the excuse that, oh, I don't have no money and all of this. No, you do have money. It's what you choose to do with that money, you
Right.
know?
I
So
hear that.
just, yeah, so just do what you got to do and just steadfast. And don't listen to any negativity during my break in his business. I
Hmm.
had people that tell me, oh, well, you can't do that. Oh no, that's not gonna work. I said, Joe,
Right.
you know who you talking, you're not talking to me.
Okay.
I just
So
say, you're
you
not
knew your
talking to
flavor. You
me.
knew your flavor.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely knew what I wanted.
Right.
I also had a vision. I had visions, you know.
Hmm.
So, and I stuck with that, and here I am. And I'm still keeping on, keeping on.
Okay. So let's talk about some of your acting debuts because you did little things on
Yes,
TV. You did like Live in Color,
I
and you was
did.
part of like the Malcolm X film and things of that nature. How did that come about?
Okay, I started acting. I was doing like a little bit of acting in my
Hmm.
church.
Right.
And so started from there in Brooklyn, New York. But
Hmm.
then when I came out here to California, came out here to LA, I said, LA is so big. Let me just tap into that because the acting is really big here, just like New York was at the time. And so I started on in Living Single. First, I started with a casting agency, excuse me, called Central Casting. Central Casting is a huge, huge casting agency. And so it's good to get your feet wet. Like you go and do the extra work. So I was doing a lot of extra. And then I was called to do the Malcolm X, to be one of the Muslims. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll go. So I flew there, went to New York
Right.
and did that. And so I was just observant. I just gone. And it was so much fun. However, I did that in between traveling to
Hmm.
Europe, performing. And then I would come back. When I came back home after 3 months, then I would do the acting gig, you know. But I must admit, I lost interest because um, I was so into just performing on stage and stuff,
Right.
and those two, it doesn't go. It's just very
Excuse me.
two different. It's just very two different things, you
Right.
know.
Hmm.
So I became a little bit, I won't say bored with it, but it wasn't enough action for me to get up. I
Okay.
was like, oh, I gotta move, I gotta do it, you know.
So your energy wasn't directed in that way at that time.
Yeah, yeah. But although I liked it and it was
Right.
good, I was also on 413 Hope Street. That
Right.
was
Okay.
my first, yeah. I've gotten my Damon Wayans and wrote that, you
Right.
know.
Right.
And so I was on that playing a recovering teenage addict, you know.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
in my
amazing.
30s playing that. Yeah, because I looked so young and everything. So they casted me as a teenager, which was really
Hmm.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm always getting right now, I do get calls and stuff to audition and whatnot.
Right.
And
Okay.
I don't go. But
So
I
let's talk.
said,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
oh yeah, but I said I'll probably tap back into it.
Okay. So let's talk about some current events that's going on with you that the viewers might just want to know what's going on and so they could actually see you, contact you, and things of that nature. Things that you might be doing futuristically that they need to know about.
Yeah, well, I have some releases coming out.
Okay.
Yeah, coming out in April. Can't release it right now,
All right. Okay.
but it
Okay.
is wonderful. But you will definitely have the info for sure,
All
and you'll
right.
have the music.
Okay.
But
Definitely.
But yeah, it's some good stuff, some good stuff. So that's what I've been doing. I've been writing,
Hmm.
collaborating. I am collaborating with several great singers. I mean, these singers are badass. Yeah, they're
Okay,
really
okay.
good. Yeah, and yeah, and gonna be doing more touring, more overseas again this year. So I'm
Okay.
pretty much booked for the year.
All
I'm
right.
done.
And
Yeah.
that's a blessing.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
I want to thank you so much for being on my show and sharing your strength, hope, and experiences. And I want you guys to go, you know, so I just want to tell you guys to go out there, support her. And she's coming with some new music, and you guys go out there and pick it up. And this has been another T-Lo video production. My guest, Mijan Owens, in the house. And you guys go out there and what can I say? But this has been another T-Lo Video Productions, and y'all guys stay tuned for another episode. And before I go, I want to tell you guys that the Legends is something that's very important to me, and without you guys, I wouldn't know what to do. And I thank you guys very much for really being there for me. God bless you guys.
It's not just mine, his or her house. This is our house.